having such a big fan base here in Brazil?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what's funny is obviously in the last 6 months or so, my fan base has grown a lot in Brazil. But before that, I knew that the show was really big here, that Everybody Hates Chris was really big here. And that means a lot to me. I mean, when you work on a show that you care about and it's a big part of your life, when you hear that other people love this show, it makes you really happy. So I've been nothing but very flattered and very honored that you guys have all, everyone following me on Instagram and sending me comments and sending me messages. It really means a lot to me. So I hope that I have earned your support, and I hope it keeps coming.
You definitely did, but you said something that is really interesting. That is the fact that you weren't aware of the success, the huge success here in Brazil of Everybody Hates Chris. So have you talked about that with your cast friends? I mean, do they know how huge Everybody Hates Chris is here in Brazil?
Yes, yeah, everyone on that show knows that it's really big here. I mean, I know that Terry Crews comes down here sometimes. I love Terry. I just talked to him a couple of weeks ago about that I was going to be at CCXP because he came here in 2015, maybe 2016.
Yes.
So he's been here before, and I talked to him about it recently. And I know Tashina comes down here a lot too. We all knew that the show was popular here, but it's a different experience being here and interacting with the fans because you're also very passionate and so very welcoming at having like the actual interactions with you in person. That's so much different and so much more intimate than it could be online, obviously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Chris. It's like a children life, So how do you feel about, a big part of us life in Brazil?
Yeah, I mean it's great. I love it. It was a really big part of my life because I grew up making the show. It was all my teenage years, I started working on it when I was 13. I stopped working on it when I was 18. And so knowing that it means a lot to a huge group of people who show it to their kids now, because I know families watch together and then those families have kids and then they show it to their children and stuff like that. That's incredible. That's, it really means a lot to me. I don't think I can express how much it means to me that you guys have all supported me the way that you have. So it's been great.
And I gotta ask, do you have a favorite scene as Greg? Because a lot of here loves when Greg purchases a leather jacket.
Oh, the leather jacket, yeah. I think one of my favorite scenes that I did was an episode where Chris comes over to my house and we play Atari together, and that was just really fun because I was like 14 years old, and so we were the Atari worked. It was a real Atari, so we were just actually playing Atari all day while we were shooting. So I just remember that being a very fun time, getting to play video games on set in between working.
And speaking of having a fun time on backstage, I was wondering if there's any moment you and also the cast that marked you somehow, that has made a mark upon you, maybe something that was funny or maybe a secret that you can share that happened backstage. And I mean, Brazilians know how to keep secrets, so if you want to tell something that you never told anyone, feel free to do it.
So I don't know if this meant a lot to the whole cast, but I know a game that we would play all the time on the show, especially me and Tyler, who plays Chris, is we would try to, you know what clothespins are? Like you hang clothing with them?
Yes, we call them, sabe quando prende a roupa? Prendedor, yeah.
So we would try to get as many of those on someone's back, on the back of their clothing, without them noticing. And so we used to do that on set all the time. And then when people would turn around, they'd have like 5 or 6, sometimes 10 of them on their backs. And we definitely ruined a lot of scenes because someone would all of a sudden have clothespins all over their back. And so I always remember that being really fun because we would get in trouble, but yeah, we were like 15, 16, so we didn't care.
And what was the record? I mean, 10?
Record? No, the best one that ever happened to me was Tyler got a clothespin. He put it on my my belt loop, you know where my belt goes, and he attached it to a rope that was attached to a sandbag. And I was sitting down, so when I tried to stand up, I like fell down.
Oh my god.
And that's incredible. That's just like an ingenious move by him. Very fun.
I gotta ask because I'm a big fan of Batman, and you were
I'm a big fan of what? I'm
Batman. Batman.
Yeah.
And you were the voice actor for Jason Todd. So, as Robin, how was this process of becoming a superhero and lending your voice to Jason Todd?
It was really cool. I love Batman. I read a lot of Batman comics as well as Batman graphic novels. And so the fact that I got to play both Jason Todd, who's Robin, and then I also got to play Red Hood in another DC animated movie called Death in the Family. That is like so cool to me. That is like one of the coolest things I've ever done. I hope I get to work with DC Animation again because they're so much fun. Those characters mean so much to people. Like, I know we had a big panel about it at San Diego Comic-Con, and Batman fans are very, very passionate, so it's cool.
And I mean, when we're talking about Batman right now, we were talking about everybody hates Chris. Since we're here at CCXP,
Yes.
and it has lots of pop culture stuff, video
Yeah.
games, series, movies. Are you into any of these things? I mean, any specific movie, any specific series, maybe video games? Because I already saw a photo of you with Breno Jordan, and you were like playing Nintendo Switch, I guess. So, are you a fan of any of this stuff at all?
Yeah, no, I definitely am. I mean, I'm wearing a Lord of the Rings shirt right now. I love Lord of the Rings. Love Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones are my favorite books.
Do we have any Game of Thrones fans here?
Yeah, I love Game of Thrones. I've read everything in the Game of Thrones universe. I've read Fire and Blood and, you know, Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. I love Harry Potter. I really love Star Wars.
Oh, let's talk
I
about
really love
this.
Star Wars. My dog's name is Boba Fett. Like, I love Star Wars.
Well, I do love Star Wars
Yeah,
too.
you're a super tattoo. That's super, super cool.
My surname is Jedi.
Exactly.
Oh, perfect.
Joel Jedi.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I love Star Wars so much. That might be my favorite. I was super lucky. I was over at the Lego booth on Thursday when I got here, and Lego gave me some Star Wars Legos. I love Legos. Like one of my favorite hobbies. And so I have a bunch of Star Wars Legos at my house. So yeah, being at an event like this is actually heaven for me. I love all of this stuff.
I'm looking forward to buy the Rivendell or Barad-dûr.
Yes, I know. They didn't have it here. I was gonna buy it here. They didn't have it because it's a smaller, you know, thing. They have it in the store. But I want to get Rivendell. Yeah, I want to get the Eye of Sauron. Yeah, no, I am a huge nerd for sure. So being at an event like this is great.
Do you have the Millennium Falcon?
I'm sorry?
Millennium Falcon.
I got the Dark Millennium Falcon yesterday. You know, the alternate one?
Yeah, from the Lego animation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get the. They have like a really huge, like ultra detailed Millennium Falcon that has like 3,000 pieces. I want to get that one too. I don't have space to put any of this stuff anymore, but it's okay.
What about playing a character in a Star Wars movie?
Oh, I would love to do that. The closest I've gotten to that is I work on a cartoon called Phineas and Ferb, and we had a Phineas and Ferb Star Wars episode. And so I got to basically, we almost did like a New Hope, like the first film with Phineas and Ferb characters. And that's my closest I've gotten to working on something Star Wars. And I want to work on Star Wars so bad. I love Star Wars video games. I love Star Wars movies. Yeah, I love it.
So, now you are Brazilian, yes, and we
Thank
have
you.
gifts for you.
Gifts?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's not CCXP if we don't have gifts for you.
I'm honored.
So, excuse me, we have this case here.
Okay.
With a few shirts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they're all for you.
Okay.
But there's a secret in every shirt. We hope you can find it out. Which one? What's the secret?
This is a fake Madrid shirt instead of Real Madrid.
Yeah, actually, we stopped by our friend Risky, and we got you this
Oh,
T-shirt.
we got all these from Risky.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The fake Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano
Exactly, as you can
Ronaldo.
see. And I mean, we want you to
Not
be
Vinny
part of this
Senior.
one. Yeah.
This is great.
And there's this last one, right?
You have to search.
Love the Vinny Senior
There you
one.
go.
This one's great. Flamengo one?
Which one is your favorite?
This is
Flamengo.
Flamengo.
Oh my god. Which one of these is my favorite?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can keep it. Your favorite one.
These are so funny. I think the fake Madrid one is my favorite because that's so absurd. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, it's our gift for you.
Thank you so much.
I mean, do we have a pen? So could you please sign the other ones?
Oh, I'll sign the other
Yes.
ones.
I want.
Okay, perfect.
Sign.
Yeah, if you guys have a pen, I'll sign the
Yes,
other
we
one.
do.
There you go.
Thank you, Vincent. That's amazing.
Thank you, Vincent Martella. Galera, Vincent Martella, pessoal!
Cara, ela tá tão na sua.
I absolutely can. Cara, ela tá tão na sua.
Palmas para Vincent Martella.
Thank you all so much. Obrigado, Brazil. Thank you, CCXP. This is great. I really do appreciate all your support. It has meant the world to me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Vincent.
Maybe you can come back as an cast member of a Star Wars movie.
I would
or
love
series.
to.
Who knows?
That would be the dream.
amazing.
I'd love to interview
I would
you
love to.
again as a
Yeah.
Star Wars character
No,
now.
quite genuinely, I was telling some people this. I know we're wrapping up the interview, but like something so wonderful that's happened because all of you guys have been following me on social media and on my Instagram. That like helps so much with me promoting like the awesome cartoons that I do, and it helps me promote like the work that I do. So seriously, like, thank you guys so much for your support. It has really helped me in like a deep and meaningful way. I love my job. I love doing what I do, and I've learned so much about Brazil because of all of you. And I hope that I get to keep coming back here and making a better relationship with all of you guys. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart.